up? What's good?
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Grown Woman Gaming. This is your host today, Delilah HD. We're here with the usuals. So go ahead and let's give our intros and talk about what we've been playing for the week. I'll start with you, lady.
Oh, good morning, everybody. You already know this is Lady Infamous 415. Pretty straightforward this week. The majority of the week I've been playing Final Fantasy VII. I am at chapter 17 right now, level 31. And right now it got its good parts, it's got its bad parts. I'm to be honest with you, I've been playing for almost 33 hours. I'm enjoying it, but I'm at the point like, yo, I'm not chasing these kids, I'm not chasing these cats, I'm not trying to do no mediocre missions. CHAREECE, you warned me, I knew it. They're like, this is the thing that when you try to stretch out a game like that, Square Enix ain't a good one for that. Before you like direct yourself to the main storyline, which is very linear, by the way, they will tell you like, you know what would be nice if we help some of these people. You know what I'm saying? With their problems before we go do this.
They try to get you warmed up for it, basically.
Yeah, and I'm like, no. I mean, I helped as much as I could, but I was at the last area, and I was at a point like, I've been playing this game all week. I just want to. I'm so close to getting it to the end. So they was like, "Well, you should help." Okay, I was like, "Cool, I ain't got no problem. I'm gonna help out." I go help. They want me to look for missing kids, and I went around town looking for these missing kids. Combed through that shit. I was like, "Yo, where the kids at?" And I was like, "Okay, let me go to another mission."
So it's just like the missing cats, basically. Very
just like missing cats.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think in one mission you have to go pick flowers. Like,
oh, wow. They really stretched that out.
Yeah, they stretched it, you know. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna like stop right here, and then come to find out that I thought that I was at the last mission, but there's another mission ahead of me, and each mission is like a 45 minutes to an hour and a half. I'm like, yo, I'm good. So on Thursday, on the game night, we played some Rogue Company with LBOOGIE and Giselle, and it was pretty fun.
I really name is Jizzle, right?
I just call I Jizzle.
Did you say Giselle?
Yeah.
Jizzle. I'm gonna get it right. It was pretty good. I mean, you gotta have a full squad. You gotta be coordinating, but it was fun just hanging out, you know, letting off some steam. That last mode that we played was fire. It was like 3v3, and if it was like Rainbow. It was like Rainbow, but just 3v3. Mm-hmm. So, had fun with that and played some Call of Duty last night. Oh, it felt good.
First love.
Yeah, my first love. You already know. My heart just skipped a beat just talking about it. But for real.
All right.
But for real. Go ahead, Boogie. She can go.
Yeah, right. Let's play a love song to Call of Duty right now.
Right?
No.
It'll be a toxic relationship, y'all.
Right? It's already toxic. It's toxic already. I can acknowledge that. Let's keep it going.
Okay. I played Rainbow with Lady. I also played Call of Duty last night. I played Destiny. Finished up, I guess, what was the story, which I'm pretty disappointed that I'm done with the story. Now I'm like, all right, done with you for whatever extended amount of time until they give me some new story. And then I also have been playing Outlanders, like a lot.
Oh, wow.
Outriders.
I don't know why I keep calling it Outlanders.
Yeah.
They just call it
you
that.
digging it? I mean, how you feel?
Yeah, I'm digging it. The story is like pretty awesome. I mean, there's like jaw-dropping moments already. You're just like, oh, we're doing that? Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Like you can tell it's like factions and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
And you know, they hate each other, right? So and you're in like there's no law, right? So you don't like somebody else.
I'm still in the whole I don't know mode. But go ahead.
Yeah. I've seen that they're already doing updates and stuff, which also gives me confidence in the game, because if you're like actively doing updates, then I don't know, I feel better about it, right? Now the game does have its issues. I think it's odd that when you're going to do like a side quest, you basically have to do a scene transition into the side quest, and like sometimes you're literally just hopping across a bridge, and it's just like, all right.
Point,
But
right?
yeah, but other than that, it's cool. I like it. I'm digging it. I'm ready for what, a couple of days here. We're gonna get the final version. It doesn't
You
look
can
like we
already
can preload
pre-download
it.
too. Yes, you can. You can from the
Yeah.
app.
How do you do it? Mine still says to buy.
No, mine from go to the Game Pass app
The app on your
Oh,
phone.
on the phone, right? Yeah.
on your phone.
See, they like they're pigeonholing you into using the
Yeah,
app.
I have like 3 Xbox apps on my phone. So
Yeah.
and so it says download the console, and like, sure, go ahead. And I haven't
Yeah.
even checked if it did, because I haven't tried on my console. I've been slipping lately.
Oh, okay. Well, you can go next.
It's okay. Shigoro CHAREECE here. I really have not been playing much this week because work kind of kicked my ass. But I did play some Destiny.
Oh, and you got you want to tell people?
Oh, sure, go ahead, because I was gonna post it on Twitter anyway. I got my vaccine this week, so part 1 of my vaccine. So yay! And
I got mine too last week.
Yes. Yeah. I got the 2-shot one, so I gotta go back in a month to get the second shot. That shit laid me out last night.
In
it was
a month?
interesting.
You gotta go back in a month?
In a month.
Yeah.
I gotta go back in a month. But yes, I did play Destiny with Boogie. I enjoyed the story. I wish there was more, but Crow for life. That is my boo. We will fight over that.
He said he'll see you later.
I know, right? Like he's coming back.
So is he like not coming back for a while? We don't expect to see him in a few seasons. What's happening?
I think if we want to get into storytelling here, I think Zavala set him off. That way people get used to the fact that, Aldrin is basically back. So that's what I think. But I don't think it's going to be the Hunter Vanguard, because Hunters are weird and they just want to be right. But yes, I played Destiny, played Marvel's Avengers, which y'all are watching right now. The update came out for the 4K visuals for the Series X and PlayStation 5. And if you have the new systems, I would greatly suggest that you get their updates, because they look so much better now. The screenshots look nice. The photo mode is nice. Well, better than it was. They came out with a new character who's already beat. It's very nice, the update for it. And that's basically all I played this week.
Cool. Okay, so for myself, I played Octopath Traveler.
Ooh, how was that?
I'm digging it. It's really good. The combat story. It starts off a little like the character I chose. Like, it starts off a little bit slow, but then it ramps up pretty quickly. It just it's a lot of it's RPG, so it's a lot of story, talking, reading stuff. I like the fact that a lot of it's voiced though, which surprised me. I did not expect for that type of game, that type of classic RPG to be voiced, because it's like a old school style, with the pixelated. Like I said, it reminds me of Golden Sun and the old school Final Fantasy games.
Isn't it on Game Pass?
Yeah, it's on Game Pass. Yeah. So check that out. Also played some more Journey to the Savage Planet. It just got the double jetpack boost, so that's nice. I can traverse the world a little bit better. Played some Master Chief Collection. Looking at some Halo Combat Evolved stuff, so that was pretty fun. And the last game I played, which has got me super hyped, by the way, is Dishonored. I started Dishonored, and man, that opening, oh my goodness, dude, that joint is fire. Okay, so I'm digging that. So now I really want to finish Dishonored. It's like, this list, like, I put it in order of like how I played them, but it's like now Dishonored is gonna trump all of that, because I really want to just pause everything and finish it. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. Anything anybody else want to add to their list, or something they forgot, or what? Because I know sometimes when I mention what I played, I'm like, oh yeah, I did play it as well, or oh, I also tried such and such game on Game Pass for a few seconds. So if you got nothing, we can move on.
I'm nothing.
Nothing. Okay, so first topic. No. But for real, let's go ahead and get into it because there's quite a bit of news this week. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was Sony. Sony has decided to shutter PSP, PS3, and PS Vita storefronts this summer. So I want to kind of get you ladies' opinions on that and how you feel about this whole debate that's going on with Twitter regarding game preservation. Because, if you think about it right now, Microsoft has in their store, they have the ability to go back and play games all the way back to the original Xbox. Games from 360 era and also, Xbox One era and now the current generation. So you're pretty much covering all your bases with that. But with Sony shutting down these stores, how do you think people feel about this? I mean, so I guess I'll start with you, lady. What you think?
I didn't hear my mic was, I'm sorry, my headphones was scratching. Can you repeat that for me, please?
Yeah, I was saying Sony decided to close their PSP, PS3, and PS Vita storefronts. It's going to be closing officially this summer. So I want to kind of get your opinion on that, and how do you feel about this debate that's going on right now regarding game preservation, if I'm saying that right?
Okay. I think when it comes to game preservation and stuff like that, it's going to be more geared towards the PC side with the emulators. That's the only way that they're going to be able to survive. The nostalgic factor with gamers, which I personally don't have a problem with. If you just educate yourself and you go through the right resources, I'm not endorsing or encouraging it because, but that is a possibility, and that's what PC gamers do. If they want to play an old ass, especially when it comes to like old Nintendo games and old PlayStation games, they get them emulator games. They got emulators. I know people that just got straight emulators on their PCs, and because they're like the retro gamer, it's really sad that they shutting it down, but it's 2021. We're at a point with technology that basically is a business thing. I don't think that if it's not sustaining, it's not making enough money for them to continue with that particular service. But hey, you got a piece of hardware that will take you to a nostalgia factor, and you can always play your linear games and stuff like that. But as far as like having it towards the magnitude of what's going on with 2021, it's just so way far behind.
So to sum it up for you, it's like whatever, there's another avenue to play those games.
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Cherise? What you think about this?
It's okay. Y'all know I've never owned a PlayStation until this previous current generation. So for people like me, who I'm sure we're far and in between, this is not a very good thing, because on the off chance that I wanted to go back, I wouldn't even know where to go back, because again, I don't know what the classics are for PlayStation without like Googling or something. But I couldn't play these games. I would have to look for the physical copy of it. And right now, eBay, I kind of hate eBay, so I'm not doing that. So I'm just basically ass out.
And the people who's like, for instance, lady examples was like, man, they got emulators. I'm like, what about people who want to do things legally? Like, if you
that part, y'all know I'm not computer savvy enough to do that. So I'm just again.
Okay, look, okay. That's what I said, that I don't endorse or encourage people to do it, but it is an avenue. If you want to do it a legal way, you're going to have to find the hardware. You're going to find the cartridge, battery packs, and all that. And by the time when they shut this down, those items become collector's items, which is going to cost probably more.
Way more.
Yeah. The price is definitely going to increase for these things.
So that's okay. I guess, and I don't know, I guess Sony doesn't care about their games living on past this. To me, that would be, I guess, I don't know. It's like some of those games like are classics and people still talk about them to this day. And so to me, there should be some way for that game to live on. Either, I'm sure maybe a year from now, we might get a remaster of a PlayStation 3 game, which we probably will. But I don't know. Have to give people options.
Yeah, options is
and I wonder.
Go ahead, Boogie.
I was just gonna say, I wonder if does PlayStation just not have a big enough community that like to go back and play their old games? I mean, I want to say no, that they do have the community, but like Have you heard of anyone that's upset?
Right, I haven't. It's right. It's weird because it's like people make usually when our generation first starts, they always cry about like backward compatibility.
Right.
What about backward compatibility? And then slow and behold, something like this happened, and you rarely hear too much complaint about it. I've seen maybe a handful of people complaining about this. It's like, oh, what if I want to show my kid this PlayStation 3 games, and what about PS Vita? It's a discontinued product. So how do I go back and play those PS Vita games that I no longer have access to? Like, I think for Vita, I look at this list, and I think for Vita, it's probably a bigger issue. But for PlayStation 3, and because those were when they were launched, when the console launched, was pretty widespread. So I think if you're gonna preserve anything, it would be probably PS Vita. I feel like everything else you could find, But what you were saying, Boogie, I was gonna ask you next. So I mean, what's your thoughts on all of this?
Oh no, that's what I said was what I wanted to say.
Okay, okay, yeah, like you, but you're right though. I mean, you haven't seen the same outcries it was when this generation started about like backward compatibility and things like that. So. Because a lot of people, to be frank, people want new stuff. Like, what have you done for me lately? Like, I want to see what we saw when we watched the showcase yesterday, Boogie, about if it doesn't run on a 3090, I don't. If it doesn't run on a on a NVIDIA 3090, I don't want to see it from the indie showcase. I thought that was pretty funny, and so a lot of people want the new and shiny.
Right.
But okay, my question is, which is again me playing devil's advocate. We have this back catalog that reaches right now 3-4 generations. So do Xbox play? Do we play back our older games and Sony doesn't?
I do. I went back and played and started Ninja Gaiden, but then I stopped playing it because I know they got the collection coming out. But I went back and played a lot of stuff that I played, when those things first dropped. Like I've been playing Psychonauts 1 because I know Psychonauts 2 is coming out. Like I've done this, but the cool thing about all of that is the fact that I have that option on my console. I don't have to worry about trying to get no software, going to the sketchy site to get some ROM. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna mess up my computer. So it's one of those things to where the option is super nice, and so I like. Of course, I'm a little bit biased, but I like the way Microsoft is doing it as far as making sure that all generations on the console.
Yeah. I went back and played the original Mass Effect and original Dragon Age, and they are on, I want to say, the 360, and then you switched up to the X. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Then you got like games like Gems, like Dragon's Dogma, like that's from the it's so much there, so much accessible, to where it's like, dude, with them shutting down. What was it? PS3, PSP, PS Vita. Sony had to have looked at the numbers and been like, "Yo, this doesn't warrant the cost. Is the cost that we're spending to keep these stores open?" Because especially if they notice that like there's not a lot of engagement with those titles, then that's probably what caused all of this. And it makes sense from a business perspective, but from a nostalgia and preservation perspective, it's kind of like sad,
But then Sony is also shutting down a lot of their things lately, because then they're shutting down. You can't buy like movies and TV shows from their storefront. Like somebody else was talking about that they're shutting down their communities. They even on their websites, like you can't really do their forums like you wanted to. So I don't know. It's like these places where people gather, they're kind of shutting them down. I don't know. It just seems weird to me.
You said communities though, like
their communities on the PlayStation 3. I guess you like groups. We would like if you was on Facebook, like a Facebook group or something. Right. They're shutting that down.
Oh wow!
Also
so it's
in the spring.
Them shutting down this. It's
yes.
Also the movies and okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there in Timbuktu is still using this, but it just seems weird to me.
Like,
to shut it down.
Because I mean, you brought up a strong point earlier when you were saying like, I'm a new to PlayStation, because like you're new to PlayStation, so it's like, Sly Cooper and some of the old Ratchet and Clanks, like
no idea who that is.
No idea. You see what I'm saying? Like you won't even get a chance to like you could. I mean, I'm pretty sure some stuff is still there from the PlayStation 4 era, but that stuff originated back then. Like that's where it all started. You kind of want to go back.
I feel like CHAREECE has to play Heavenly Sword.
Right, same. Because that's kind of what I mean. Hellblade is the spiritual successor to that, yeah. So, definitely have to go back and play some of those titles, man.
Let me Google that real quick.
Oh my gosh, you have to do that. You know what? Move right along. Let's go ahead and go to the next topic. All right. Okay, so you ladies saw some of the topics that I put in here, but Amazon, we know that they have their own platform, as far as like Twitch and Luna, but they decided to open up a new studio in Montreal. And so it's interesting is that I was trying to do some connected dots because Stadia just closed down a studio in Montreal. I was like, I wonder if it's the same studio. Like, I was trying to, but I couldn't find a connection there. So don't quote me on that. But so yeah, do you think? Because I mean, it was a statement I believe last week that someone from Amazon mentioned that they really devoted to creating a strong first party, kind of like what Microsoft is doing right now. Amazon's saying they're committed to creating a strong first party set of studios. So this pretty much stamps that initiative. So have you ladies heard anything about this studio? I mean, do you think that this is gonna bring something fruitful? Because let's be frank, I can't even name an Amazon first party title.
Right.
I'm like,
that's what I was gonna add.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. I'm so good. It ain't even in my radar. I heard about it.
But yeah, like it's
I-
like you gotta show me, right?
yeah, exactly. Man, I ain't played one Amazon game. I don't know one Amazon title. And if they gonna come out, I'm not saying if you want to do a first party, that's your business. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hope you got the budget to compete with
it's Amazon.
Nintendo.
They got the budget now. They got. Come on, they got the budget. It's not the. It's not about
Right? How many of us here send them money every month?
facts.
Oh,
Every day almost.
Me?
Right?
I got
every
packages
week
coming
we
like
spend money.
now.
Right.
Amazon just dropped me off something 20 minutes ago. So I'm like, no, yeah, they're gonna have to come out with their fists swinging to entice me to spend my money on them.
Yeah, because I mean, imagine this. Like, of course they're investing in Luna, so this gives them opportunity to put exclusive titles on that platform. Like, yo, we got our own first party. We're gonna put exclusive titles on Luna. That we couple that with like the deal they have with Ubisoft for, I think it's called Ubisoft. Was it Uplay Plus or something? I can't remember what it's called, but you could tell they're trying to make a strong push. And it's interesting because we talked a few weeks ago about like Stadia and them actually closing down first party and plan to use their technology in other ways. And so it's like, man, have you all? I guess my next question to this would be: have you all played or even tried Luna at all?
Yeah, I have. I was going to tell you that also that the Uplay stuff is like extra. Like, so
What do you mean?
it's not
How
like
much
they're,
extra?
Like, it's like almost double. I think it's like $5 or whatever, $5.99 or whatever for the regular base model one. Well, not model, but base
Tier?
subscription.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then if you want Luna, I think it's like, if you want Uplay, it's like $11.99 or something like that.
Okay. And do you have the ability to like download the titles or whatever? Like, what's the?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you do. Okay. 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 Cool. And that does it work?
Is it
well,
worth it though?
Like, that's my Is it? How does it play? Does it play well?
I didn't do Uplay.
No.
I got the base
No,
one.
not
But I
Uplay,
didn't see.
but Luna in
I haven't
general.
downloaded anything because I didn't see any games I wanted.
I
Like I
see.
remember,
Oh,
I remember sending you guys a picture. Like it looked trash.
Yeah.
oh, I remember that picture. I had hoped you had changed your mind though.
How's the controller?
Yeah.
I didn't order the controller. I'm using my Xbox controller.
I got you. Okay. So you just stream. So it's basically you're just streaming the games and playing them on Luna.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. All right. Okay, so I'll move on from that topic then, since no one else has to say anything else about Amazon. I just thought it was interesting. But anyway,
Well, no, I do have something. I have played Amazon's mobile games before because I have a short attention span. And they were cute. They were
like
interesting.
first party stuff.
Their first party stuff.
Okay.
Especially if you gotta have a Kindle Fire, like it's like automatically that you download their games. It's like it's like a stamp on there or something.
Do they preload them on there?
They don't preload it, but they do advertise it a lot, and I'm easily influenced, and so I download them. So again, they're like basically like what's the jewel type stuff. That was one of them, but except it had like a little story to it where you were like like a pirate or something. It was interesting. But again, this was like almost 4 or 5 years ago, and they still haven't done anything major besides mobile games. Like, maybe you should just stick with the mobile games. And if you, because at this, we haven't seen anything besides. I think they had one announcement for like, what was that MMO they were trying to do that, and that's been dead now almost 2-3 years. I don't know.
They had an MMO. They did a battle royale game too that didn't do well. They only had it out for maybe like a month or something, and they shut it down. I can't remember the name of it though.
And none of us tried it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that part.
Oh, man,
so it's like,
someone in the chat can tell us like what was the name of the Amazon game that it was a battle royale type title that didn't really get much traction because of all the other ones that they accomplished.
That medieval one. The medieval
what
one?
it was?
No. It's not.
Come
It
on,
wasn't
Cliffy B's one?
No, not that. It was the one produced by Amazon. I have to find it.
See?
You see, it's sad to have to find a game like that.
And that tell you how popular it was. Like, we can't even think of the name or even, pull it back out or say or talk about it because it didn't grab any, like, the attraction of it was very, 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 very low. Crucible? Somebody said
Crucible. Is that? I think that's what the name of it was.
It's called Crucible.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was literally like 6 months, and then it was done.
It was gone. Yeah.
So
it's crazy because years go into development for those type of games, man. It's just like, wow. All right. Well, how do y'all feel about Xbox Live? Or Xbox
I don't really
Network?
like the name. I don't know. I
don't like that.
I'm not feeling the name.
I'm not.
And
Maybe
I don't
wait.
why they felt it needed to change.
Is it just because we so used to Xbox Live? Is that why we don't like the name?
See, the thing, I'm gonna clear this all up real quick because a lot of people, it's crazy because I've actually listened to some other podcasts earlier in the week, and a lot of people were saying, Xbox Live going away and why they change the name, and I like Xbox Network, and that's not even what it is. What's crazy is that Xbox Live Gold is still gonna be a thing, so you can still say, yeah, I have Xbox Live. They want to differentiate the Xbox service itself from the actual membership.
Okay.
And that's the whole reason.
Well, I know I said, does this mean that we're going to have like a version of Xbox Live, Gold type of thing with, the cloud,
Yeah. Well, it's more to the story. It's more to it,
All right.
All right. So the live services. So it's Xbox Network. But the primary reason for them doing this, though, is because of the free to play model that they're introducing coming up. It's the fact that when people call in support, I mean, just generalizing it, of course, people call in support, they're gonna be like, "Do you got Xbox Live?" And everybody gonna say, "Yeah," because they feel that's a network. They don't know that that's a separate membership, and so they want to be able to say new people who come in that I have Xbox, I'm on the service, but I don't have Gold. Meaning I play free to play games. I don't have the membership, so that's the biggest differentiator there. And so when people say Xbox Live is going away, it's like, yeah, but not really. And,
I'm gonna say Xbox Live till I die. What you mean?
Yeah, because
what you mean?
You gotta think about
so
it.
I don't know. I'm trying to.
I was gonna say,
why in my head how DELILAH say it.
If you think about the marketing of Xbox Live and the years amount of effort went into promoting that, do you think Microsoft really just dropped it like a bad habit like that? Like, it's still associated with the membership, so people are gonna say they got Live, and they want to make a clear distinction for people who are playing free to play games versus people who are not, who are paying for the service. I also thought it was cool that, I don't know if people caught this part too, but they're gonna be allowing, for the free to play, they're gonna be allowing voice chat as well, right? So
I would assume that would be a given. I just I don't know.
They're making this whole push, so it's
this new generation got it good.
They do, don't they?
They got it good.
Man,
they got it good.
War wounds, man. Like, hey,
man, I'm telling you, man, it's like this, right? Okay, it's all well and good, you got the free to play, but it seems like how can I say this? We're more vocal about our concerns as we were than before. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Which is a good thing because people, for Xbox example, they heard and they did what they had to do. But the golden days, like 2008 to like 2013. It was wild, wild west. So y'all I think it's a good step in the right directions to have everybody on the Xbox ecosystem, and let them newbies free to play games. Okay, I see you on Rogue Company. You're gonna get this work. I'm telling you. You're gonna get this work.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I do remember back in the day asking people, "Hey, you got Xbox Live?" And they're like,
Or
"Yeah, I'm a
silver.
gold member." Yeah, you got silver or gold.
Silver or gold.
Yeah, and like right now, I'm ultimate.
Now,
So, yeah. So I can see that now. I can, you know.
So you're saying you glowed up? You glued up?
Yeah. We glowed up.
We've
like
been
now-
glowed up. We've been glowed up. Well, I don't know about y'all. I've been glowed up since day one. They never had silver. They never had silver.
Right?
They never had silver.
Since day one. Okay. I know. You know. It's. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, my bad. My bad.
I was
What
gonna
you
say it's interesting because they make it. Of course, making this push. It's a multiplayer and free to play. Looking for group is gonna be accessible, and also party chat. It's no longer gonna require Xbox Live Gold membership. You know.
That's good for the kiddies. That's good for the kiddies.
That's good. So, who knows what they're gonna announce in the future, right? Regarding this, but I think it's cool. But it's funny because people only read the headline and ran with it. It was like, oh, they debranded Xbox Live. You know what I mean? It's just like, what's going on? So
Nobody reads nowadays. I can told you that.
Right. It's very funny. It's quite interesting. So yeah.
I mean, with the change of the name, is the service is going to change it? Is going to affect in any way as far as like Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate members?
No, I mean that's what they call it. They're different service. So you got Xbox Live Gold, a different service. Game Pass Ultimate, a different service. Regular Game Pass. And so that's why you got to look at Xbox Network as the parent of all of that. You get what I'm saying? And so, like Cherie said, people just they go with the tagline, they go with the buzz, and they didn't read the actual change, that's happening with that. And it was primarily done for free to play. So yeah, hopefully that cleared it up for some people that had questions about that. I know I saw a bunch of people on Twitter kind of like just running with the narrative, like, oh, they copying PlayStation with PlayStation Network, and I'm like, what is happening? But
it's always been like that though, Delilah. When it has not been like that. When it has not been like that. That they read the headlines, they don't read the articles, and they put their 2 cents without fully researching what they're supposed to be talking about. And that is never going to change. The best thing, what's the most important is what said company will do for you. You know what I'm saying? It is going to enhance or deter your experience with that company. And
I've even read somebody online even say like, well, they could have called it something else. I'm like, well then, like what? Like, let's be real. What else could they have called it? Like Hub? No. Like, it's just they call it what it is. To me, that's what you call it. So,
you know what would have done? They should have, because people read graphs better than they actually read articles. They should have put out a graph with the head title Xbox Network, and then they should have put out underneath everything exactly which each tier gets what. Like,
I'm pretty sure that's coming. There's a lot of things. It's just it's not officially out yet. I think all of that is it's coming. So.
Yes, that's why we add pictures to all of our signs at work.
Right, because people, like I said, people don't read. People
don't read.
They don't though.
Yep. So I'm pretty sure you all you might want to take the topic as far as like Discord.
As far as Discord, you said?
Yeah.
Discord looking for a buyer?
Yeah.
Or Microsoft got their stimmy? Which one? How you want to put it?
Both. I mean, like. I saw it, and I guess the only thing I feel like it's going to happen is that, I don't know, do you think they're going to keep them separate, or you think they're just going to fold them up in, and just make, like, Xbox chat better, or...
Man, 10 billion
I know that Xbox chat will probably take things from Discord, right? But I don't know if Discord will still be allowed to be its own thing, own separate thing. And then does that mean that they're getting back into streaming?
again, it makes me wonder who exactly is buying it though. Is it Xbox buying it or is it Microsoft? Like, if somebody
it's
said
Microsoft.
like Microsoft, so that means that this could go into like other things,
Right? Yeah.
other parts of their system. Like Teams, my daughter uses when she had online schooling last year when school shut down. They started using Teams. So and she low-key hated it a little bit. I don't know why they used that one, but so they could do the Discord, some of that brought into with that.
Mm-hmm.
But see, what is Discord associated with though? It's more associated with games,
True.
right? Yeah,
Right.
True.
But still, they're going to end up putting it in other stuff. I mean, I don't know. I feel like whenever I see big companies buying these smaller things, it's always just to keep them for a little while, and then it's dinner time, and let's put this into other things.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
I just think 10 billion is a big price tag. That's a big one. I didn't know. Did someone went in there and said this is what they value their company at?
Discord is valued at a lot. I mean, it has 100 million active. That's the key thing. It has 100 million active people that use Discord.
Again, how often do we use Discord?
Right.
And plug. We do have a Discord, people. If y'all want to
exactly.
join it,
go ahead and say that.
Yeah. I would say we're gonna join our Discord. Our memes are popping. Our food board is popping. I think me and Boogie are trying to plan a watch party for Zack Snyder cut, but it's 4 hours long, so we're trying to plan that. But yes, that's still a lot of money, y'all. 10 billion. How many zeros is that? I don't know.
And this hasn't been confirmed or anything. It's just, I
don't know. It's a lot of respectable news sources reported it. So somebody is not holding their water like they need to. So I'm just saying.
I hope that leak was worth it. I'm telling you.
Never say. But if they do, I want, what was it? They had Nitro. Remember they had Nitro? They should bring that back.
Nitro,
and if you got if you got Ultimate, they should bundle that shit together. I'm just, spitballing.
What is Discord Nitro? I always was curious.
You got like a free game, you got like extra server space or something, you just got extra goodies, and I'm always for extra shit.
Yeah, but for like $100 over, I think it's like $100 a year.
How much
it was a lot.
A year.
It was a lot.
They tripping. It's a no for me, no.
But if they bundle it with Ultimate, see? Yeah.
Well, I have Xbox and Discord, so they do hook up. That's good for me.
Hey, but see, like the Discord is free. It's very accessible for people. I love Discord. I think Discord is great. I've used it for a lot of the communication with like various things.
I just wish it was more integrated.
Do you think if someone acquires it for $10 billion, you think it's going to continue to be free?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Isn't LinkedIn still free?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Isn't GitHub still free?
I'm sorry, what?
GitHub.
They don't know what that is.
I was like, I live in the boonies. I only got Uber yet.
Come on.
It's a tech thing.
It's a tech thing.
It's like coding.
Repository. It's a repository that developers use to host their code.
Oh, so you said something that we didn't understand.
Right,
That half the panel didn't understand.
I'm so sorry. The work came out of me. My bad.
Yeah, but I'm like, they're not gonna know.
Microsoft owns LinkedIn and GitHub, and just FYI. But again, like this is all hearsay. No one really knows like what's gonna happen.
Take it with a grain of salt.
A very, very tiny grain. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about this ID at Xbox showcase, Boogie. Because I know you watched it. So
we watched it together. I think both of us tuned out at certain points. We were just like, all right, this ain't for me.
Yeah, I got
right.
Some serious feedback was shared on that one. But the showcase had 55 titles or so. And I guess so I don't know if Lady and Charisse, have y'all got a chance to catch up on like what was shown?
I read the article. Does that count?
Yeah, that counts.
Okay, cool.
That's fine. And so I guess what I'm asking here is, was there any standouts? Was there any things that you was like, yo, low lights? But you didn't like
It was a
about the
lot.
show?
Like I don't know if they should have put so many games on display at one time. Like, was it 55 games? That's a lot.
Yeah, it was a total
y'all.
of like 55, I think. Like,
And y'all said it was like 4 hours long because I didn't watch the show.
It was like 3 hours, but they did it in like various ways. Like they would show a montage, and then they would have like this interview, and then they would show another montage. And then
no, y'all, again, I got the attention span of a gnat. There is no way I can remember what these games were that I'm checking for. They should have spread this out over.
Right? Even when we didn't get the article, like it's anything that was like, yo.
That did, and I don't forgot them already. Hold on, let me pull the article back up.
Yeah, because there was a couple for me. Because I know, let me see, it's called Loot River. Loot River looks fire. That Second Extinction one looks good. I liked.
I saw that trailer on Twitter. That looked nice.
Yeah, I hate what they did with Stalker 2. I feel like they could have showed more with Stalker 2 because they only just showed like some assets. They didn't really show any gameplay. People want to see gameplay with Stalker 2.
Right.
The accent looked good. To me, that looked very good. I could easily see that me playing with that game with friends. And Boogie accent was the one where you had the over the top down view, the foreplay. Yeah, that joint was fire. What's crazy is they had a lot of content around Void Train. I wasn't even feeling that though when they showed.
Yeah, I know. Like I was gonna say the same thing. Like they had like a whole on,
thing
spot, right? Yeah, like hold on, guest spot, and I'm like, but all right, but for me, I was surprised that Hello Neighbor was there because I don't know if I feel like that's really like a ID game, but I thought what they were doing with it was pretty interesting with the AI and whatnot, and it'll make it like crazy. I mean, I'll probably only play it a couple of times before he's like catching me real quick, and I'm like, all right, I'm done with this, but. It was still something that I looked at, and then Soup Pot, which was the Cooking Mama type game. I'll take it. But
I'm gonna play that right there. But the one that I see right now is the Lost Oasis. That looked nice.
That joint was fire. Last Oasis. Yes.
I see Dark Alliance from here, but I'm like,
it's not the original. It's not Baldur's Gate. It's not Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. They call it. It's got the same name, but it's not Baldur's Gate.
Don't kill my joy, DELILAH.
I'm sorry.
Don't do that.
Moonglow Bay? Moonglow Bay. That was the one about the fishing RPG.
Like I didn't get it.
Dude, they were dragging that on for a while, but I understood. They want to spotlight the indie, the creators and stuff. I thought it was cute. But man, after a minute,
I'm just gonna play this just because of the name. It says Boyfriend Dungeon. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna get that just because of the name. Just for the name.
It might be a puzzle game.
And you know what? Hey, if you mentally work your mind, you live longer. So hey, there you go.
This is why gaming is important. Okay, this is why gaming.
See?
It's very, very good.
This is why we have the games at the library, people.
They also showed Aerial Knights Never Yields. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to that. I love runners. So that don't look fire. So I can't wait to pick that up when it drops.
I'm in for 12 minutes. I've been in for 12 minutes for the
12 minutes. Oh, did you hear the doggone developers talk? They had spotlighted that a little bit, and the developer pretty much said, or one of the execs there, or something like that, but it was saying how that game, it's a long game. It's not like it takes 15 minutes to beat it. It's like 15 plus hours, the game, because it can branch so many different ways. They started out with the game. They was targeting like 8 hours or so, and then they end up going more than that, and they had to kind of bring it back. But so I'm looking forward to 12 minutes as well. That joint look cool. Let me see what else on this.
I like the Wild at Heart. I'm sorry, the Wild at Heart.
Yeah.
I like the art detail on that. So I've seen someone play it earlier, like last year sometime. I think it was a demo. So I'm May 20th. So I can't wait. I might want to. That's like a calm, cool, non-combative type games. That sometimes I need some of those. So
another one that's the first one they opened up with, which I thought was brilliant to do. They opened up with, I think it was Exo Mecha, the one that had like all the different game styles in it. It had Halo in there, had some
but it looked like Halo.
It did not look like
It looked like a
to
low
me.
budget Halo.
Oh, that's
It did. I mean, yo, look, they look like they had Master Chief's suit on, just a different style helmet. Most of the gameplay, the way that they were moving and stuff, looked like Halo. It was Halo inspired, if nothing else.
Yeah. They also showed more of that game, Second Extinction. And I did not know that game was already in preview on PC. So that game's coming to console, basically, is what they were trying to show with that one. But again, for me, like, that's like you said, even what they did with what's the other game you said that not really indie, but they kind of threw it in there. What's the
Hello Neighbor too?
Yes, that's how I feel about Second Extinction and Rust. It's like those games have been kind of out for a minute. So
Yeah.
for them to be kind of pushing them is like, we're going to do to highlight our show. It's kind of like what's another one that stood out? Oh, Narita Boy. Which only thing I don't like about Narita Boy is the name.
Yeah.
Coming out soon. It's already like up in the Game Pass app.
I need to know does that mean something?
Yeah, right. I have. You know, when you watch the trailer, you like, what does that have to do with Narita Boy? Like,
right?
Because it looks super futuristic. Dude got a sword. It's like 2D hack and slash kind of game. Crazy, unique art style, and it's like Narita Boy. To me, Narita Boy sounds like Mario, like something like Wonder Boy or something. Like, fluent. Like sunshine and rainbows with a lot of platforming. That's what Narita Boy sound like to me. So, man, that name is just, it don't match. Was there anything else?
I'm with Charisse, and they needed to they should have broke that in two sections, 25 and 25. 25 is change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a little bit too much. 4 hours. I'm kind of glad I didn't watch it.
I mean, you're gonna have to get the cliff notes for some people.
Right.
Me. I like how y'all said this name of this game. I'd have screwed that up. Say that again.
So did y'all also catch Blaster Master? Y'all remember Blaster Master?
What? What's that?
Blaster Master from it's a Nintendo franchise. Blaster Master. Y'all remember Blaster Master back in the day? Old schools NES. Come on, y'all. Y'all can't leave me hanging like this. Y'all don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry.
Let me go Google this real quick. Let me go. Hold on. Blaster Master.
If it ain't Duck Hunt or Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, come on, y'all. We in the same age group. Y'all should know this game.
Look here, I read books. Leave me alone. Okay.
If it ain't we don't read. What you said I don't read. What you trying to say? What are you really trying to say?
Nobody said that. Nobody said that. I'm just saying.
I was reading books instead of playing games at one point in my life. Gotcha. That's what I'm saying. This doesn't look familiar at all. I don't remember this. It looks interesting. It looks like something me and my cousin would have played.
I guess the point I'm trying to make is that if you notice, let me not say it that way. Okay, you know how we just got Octopath Traveler?
Yes.
Which was a game that started out on the Switch. It's like an exclusive RPG on Switch. Well, kind of the same thing is happening with Blaster Master Zero, which will be coming to Xbox One in July. Because that game is a title that's on Nintendo. And so it's released on 3DS, the Switch, and now it's coming to Xbox in July. That's kind of what I wanted to say.
It looks fun. It reminds me of the games that used to be extremely hard, and I used to die a lot in.
What's crazy is I actually have this game. I have this game on Switch. So it's gonna be interesting to do. I'm definitely gonna try it again because of the fact that it's coming to Xbox and also achievements. It definitely is an incentive for me to play it.
I might dive in. I might dip my toe.
Yeah.
I might dip my toe. Because Xbox got all these options for games. You got to actually make a schedule on what games you got to play.
Oh, it's bad.
It's bad. Now it's bad. Now it's bad because now it's bad in a good way, but just bad in a good way because now it's like you literally you can go to your you can go through the options that they have on Xbox, and you literally have to like write a list of what you're gonna play. Ain't no way you be like, I'm playing this now, and then play this a little bit later, and then play a little bit of this later, because you end up not being no game. So.
Right. So I mean, like this is kind of. I mean, do y'all feel okay? So I'm just gonna say this. So do you all feel with them showcasing the 55 titles in the showcase that, and they also announced that game devs in this whole thing, they also announced that they paid out $2 billion in royalties from ID at Xbox, and so it's like clearly it's lucrative, it's doing well for them. Do you feel like it's a lot? They've been dropping Game Pass titles like it's like water. Like it is just on everything. I hear take this, take that. So do you feel like it's becoming overwhelming? Because I know my backlog is getting ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, it's overwhelming, but I'd rather be overwhelmed with stuff than underwhelmed with nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
I think other person that has like a variety like that is fucking Steam, and then you got Xbox.
Yeah,
So
Steam does have a lot. Steam has a ton.
Steam has the whole world. But for people who got consoles and stuff like that, especially primary Xbox owners, they just got more options to play games. And I'm not going to sit here and say that every game that's going to come out on Xbox is going to be good, because it ain't.
Right.
But you have something for everyone. You cannot, like, one person cannot go through this list of games and be like, I can't fuck with none of them. Then you must have a problem with your personal taste.
But 55 times, that's crazy.
I'm playing a good right now as like a good 6 right now.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying about 6 out of all that you've seen. Like,
yeah,
for me,
yeah.
It's easy, like 12 or so, like easy. I could like Sable. I'm definitely playing that. I'm definitely playing Second Extinction. Like it's a lot of stuff in here that I mean, that boyfriend dungeon is weird. As far as the name.
Boogie.
Yes.
Why you gonna do that to me, cuz?
I was just saying, right? Why she? I'd be like, Boogie.
I didn't think y'all would say anything, but I was like, But yeah, I don't know. CHAREECE is weird with them games. Boyfriend dungeon. Like, what do you think they about to do? Like, you about to play
put your
it
boyfriend
just
in a
name.
dungeon and he has to survive.
Oh my god.
Okay, right.
Is that not what it's about? Let me go read up on this later. But
Right? She about to be like, man, you know what this game is about?
Look here, it can't be the other one that I got on Switch. It's like where you date daddies. So
Oh my god.
trust me.
Girl.
So you play that?
Yeah. This shit is hilarious.
See, you know what?
I like funny games. I like weird stuff. I like
topics now, please.
Oh my god. You know what? I can't with none of y'all. I'm finna put my phone down.
All right, y'all. It's time to get them questions ready. Y'all know what time it is. Question your question, because we're about to go into tidbits. So if you have any questions for us, feel free to key it in now. Put it in the chat so we can read it. And let's go ahead on and talk about these tidbits. So I'm trying to pivot from this.
Yeah. Get us in trouble. We get fucking right.
Oh,
I'm just
man.
saying.
All right. So I don't know if you all heard, but tidbit 1: Sony is developing a Ghost of Tsushima film with the director John Wick. Now, I know we all primarily play on Xbox, but have you all even tried or seen Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah.
Yep.
It is the best game out here. These motherfuckers scream.
Yeah, how I didn't win game of the year.
We're not gonna comment on that. We're not gonna do that. Don't do that, Boogie.
People's choice.
People's choice, yeah.
Let's not game of the year. Who won game of the year? The Ass of Us 2? No. I played Ghost of Tsushima and played the multiplayer. I like it. I enjoy it. I'm dipping headfirst into this movie. If they can translate the visual aesthetics of the video game into film, like for example, Memoirs of a Geisha or Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, if they can like do that, oh my god, I'm in it. I'm in it.
Movie. You know it's gonna be fire with the, and you know John Wick goes overboard with this. It's gonna be good.
So that just means the action scenes are gonna be on point, because I don't know, like anybody who's played Ghost of Tsushima, like the shit looks like a fucking movie, and and you get into some of them fight scenes, like it's choreographed, like on point. So
Yeah, and the
hey,
story is
I'm ready for it. I'm here for it.
The story
I just I hope they do
too.
not change the story at all.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
keep this story exactly like
Did
it
you
is.
finish it, Charisse?
I did not, but the reason I did not finish it because I couldn't tell I'm gonna make me cry, and I didn't want to go through that right now.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
Same. Like I'm on the second island, almost to the third part, but I was just like, I don't like what's happening.
Yeah, I don't like
which
how
is the
this is
same
going.
as like Red Dead. Remember, I didn't play the end of Red Dead Forever because
You didn't like
I
how it was
already
gonna go.
knew
Yeah.
it was coming. I was just like, I don't like this.
Man,
Like,
when you get to the third,
Huh?
when you
I
get,
can't.
I'm sorry, when you get to the third island, you gonna make a pimp decision. So that's all I gotta say.
See,
You
I
gonna
can't. Don't make me do this. Don't. I can't do it.
You ain't got no choice. You ain't got no choice.
I can't.
If
we're
you
not doing
don't do it. If you don't do it, you don't finish. So
Yeah,
Right.
I know you're not talking, Delilah.
Oh, what? Yeah, what you mean? I'm talking. My husband's playing this game. I'm not. I may not be playing it, but I'm watching it. The movie. All right.
Yeah, I'm excited for the movie. Yeah, I will support it. I really enjoyed that game. As long as it ain't no 4 hours, we good.
You know what? After I just watched the Snyder Cut, 4 hours ain't shit.
If it's good,
Like-
it goes by quickly for sure. If the movie's good, it's like binging a Netflix series. People need to stop complaining, man. They will sit there and binge like 8 episodes of a show.
Right.
Then be like, the movie too
Like you
long.
just sat all day and watched the whole first season of some shit.
Right.
But you gonna talk about us watching a 4-hour movie? Like, get out of here! Like we're at home. It's not like we're like in the theater where you're stuck and stuff. You know, like that was the perfect way to release that game. I mean, release that movie. You know, because I know Charisse did it. I did it. Like we actually stopped, cooked dinner, sat back down with dinner, and finished watching the movie. It was great.
Yeah. And then also I think Titanic had something like that too, where they had like a little break in that when they had
Man, they had it was 3 and some change, and they had an intermission.
I
I remember.
Again, the class they started this mess in the first place. People, none of y'all watch Gone with the Wind? Hell, when they played it on TV back in the day, they did the intermission with it, and that shit was 30 minutes by itself. The intermission was 30 minutes.
Wow. Yeah.
I remember watching it with my mother. She was like, "Okay, this is the time where we go to the bathroom, we get snacks, and then we, do what we got to do, and then we come back and watch the rest of the 2-hour movie." Like, really?
Yeah.
Again, 4 hours is nothing. We do that shit in our sleep.
All right, I'm pretty sure y'all heard about this other tidbit here, which is the reverse of what happened just a year ago. Reggie Fils-Aimé is departing
Is that how you say
GameStop.
it?
I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. How you say? How do you pronounce it?
I don't know. Shit, I don't know either. I'm like,
Reggie Phil. I mean.
Fils-Aimé.
I mean. Can we just call him Reggie?
Reggie. Okay, Reggie.
The dude from Nintendo. How about that?
Reggie. Okay, Reggie is departing GameStop board of directors after 1 year. A year ago, of course, he joined the board, and that was my incentive to buy stock. And
shout out to Reggie.
Thank you, Reggie.
Coming in the GameStop, making that stock from $7 to $420. Can I get an amen? Shout out to Reggie. Thank you, Reggie.
It got past 5. It got past 5 at a point.
Yeah, it did.
Man, I stopped looking at 420.
Yeah, shout out
when it was
Reggie.
400.
Thank you,
Yo, thank you, Reggie. Thank you, Reggie. I hope you jump to another corporation and I'll buy stocks too. Let's go.
Right. I'm following him wherever he goes.
Look, let's not go down there because he ain't the sole reason why all that shit happened.
Of course not. We're making jokes. Of course
We making jokes. But how long you think he was gonna be there?
I don't know. I'm still like, what'd you do?
Like,
oh damn,
gonna be there longer than a year. I mean,
he didn't do nothing either though.
But see, GameStop has been they've been trying to make changes to their whole business model.
I see that they're supposed to start selling PC products.
PC parts.
Yeah. They're already up on their website, and they have.
Yeah, some of that. I can use my credit card.
Yeah, we still ain't getting shit though. Okay.
I
know, right? Like you gotta.
Yeah,
GPU didn't talk to me.
Yeah, we gotta pray. We have to pray on these people.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, we still know what GameStop's gonna do, but what part of Reggie? If he found something that he wants to do, and feel like the board is taking too much of his time, then hey, do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he signed up for the contract for a year. You know, it's his choice if he wanted to stay. I think GameStop would have gave him the opportunity if he wanted to stay, to actually stay. But I think it was straight Reggie said, "No, I'm cool. I'm going to get this retirement going. You know what I'm saying? Get this retirement started, or maybe have a personal project or something else in the works."
He probably didn't see a means to an end. It was like, I kind of understand where I've been here a year. I understand where GameStop is going. I'm out. Like, could have been like y'all watch Shark Tank?
Yes, we watch it. I do watch Shark Tank.
You know how they be like, they listen to all the issues.
And like, I don't want to deal with this. I'm out.
Like, I'm out. Right, exactly.
Because he didn't do nothing.
We don't know what he did though. Think about it. We don't have the inside scoop. We don't know like the deals was signed.
But in the last year since he's been on the board, what major changes has GameStop went through?
Well, think about it. It's been a pandemic, so you haven't really
stores
to see. Like, to be, I mean, I'm just being
Look
honest.
here.
I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt, okay?
The big benefit.
Right. So
DELILAH trying to be that peacemaker here.
We don't know. I mean, because that's the real. We don't know exactly what the totality of like everything. We never will, because some stuff is just kept inside. But more proud of Reggie. I hope you enjoy your next venture. All right. So I think. Well, let's see. Do I got anything else? Oh yeah. One more tidbit was y'all know I'm probably gonna butcher this name, but Ikumi Nakamura, who was the creative director of Ghostwire Tokyo, which is a game that's dropping on PlayStation and PC soon. Made by I can't remember the name of the studio right now off the top of my head, but it's a studio that's owned by Bethesda, now owned by Microsoft. But Ghostwire Tokyo, the former creative director of that title, Ikumi Nakamura, is opening up her own studio. Now,
that's the one. She was in Ubisoft, right?
She was at
Bethesda. No, she was at Bethesda, right?
She was at Bethesda, yeah.
Yes.
So go at and so she, how do I put it? She was the one who was on stage. We were at the press conference. Yep. She was on stage talking about her title, the Ghostwire Tokyo at the time, but she has since branched off, and she's creating her own studio.
It's a very bubbly person.
At least it's something someone has done that's recent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I think she left. I think she left like, I would say, the later half of its development. Like it's been in development for a while, but she left in the later half of it. And but the game hasn't even dropped yet. It should be coming out hopefully the summer or this fall or something like that. I don't know I don't know if they even announced an official date, but if they have someone, please let us know in the chat. But so yeah, she worked on that game. It's gonna be interesting to see what she does next. I think it's cool, and I think it's awesome that not only did they announce, like we talked about it last week, where Jade Raymond started her studio. So now I think it's cool to see Ikumi Nakamura start her studio. So yeah, I wonder if it's gonna be like in the survival horror genre or something like that. Because I think that was kind of like her thing, but I'm not 100% sure. So that was my last tidbit. Y'all got anything to add to this? Like any Disney shows, any things we should be watching?
Oh, yeah, so the Mighty Ducks just came out on Disney Plus.
I saw that.
Ducks,
yeah.
Right?
Huh?
I don't know because again, that's just too much nostalgia right there. So I don't know if I want to
I'll be
watch
watching it with because I gotta show her.
I'm definitely watching it. Are you going to show her the old ones?
I might, but
You should.
I don't know.
It's a good story.
I don't know. I don't know how to judge her because sometimes she'll be like, "I'm not interested," which it's hilarious. We started watching Falcon and Winter Soldier, and she is not interested. She's like, "I don't like this."
She was into
She was into
WandaVision.
I mean, she's like, I guess she likes more of the story. More like the emotional stuff that's happening. So yeah, she was like, I mean, yeah, there's explosions and stuff, but there's no, not enough talking. And I was like, okay.
Dang, okay. All right.
Right.
Well, I watched a new documentary. You know how I am with my documentary. This one is a sports one. It's on HBO Max. The day sports stood still, and basically it starts off the day that when the NBA canceled that Utah Jazz game, whatever, when that player got COVID, and it starts there, and it takes that whole little summer all the way through the COVID precautions and how the sports shut down, the bubble that the NBA did, and then with the protesting that started over the summer, and it looks at all of that right there. It's kind of good. It's an hour and a half. It's a good little watch. They interviewed the players, so I enjoyed it.
What streaming service is that on?
HBO Max.
HBO Max, okay. HBO Max, man. Disney Plus, yo,
they killing it.
Back, right?
They killing it.
Have y'all started watching Warrior yet? I mentioned this on a tidbit like a few weeks back. Have y'all started watching Warrior?
No. Tell me again which streaming service on?
HBO Max. It's called Warriors. Okay. It's written by Bruce Lee, but his daughter is producing it. It's a martial arts drama. It is good. Very, very good. I hope you all watch the first episode and then report back. Yay! So, all right, we got questions, right? We got questions, all right?
Yeah, we got a few.
We got some, right? Okay.
All right. Lady, you want me to get them?
So no more tidbits, no more shows and stuff. I don't hear Lady.
I don't hear her either.
I'm sorry. I'm ready. I don't have any more tidbits. I think somebody asked a question that I wanted to have a tidbit, and we'll get to that when you ask the question.
Okay. All right. First question. Philly Eagle. What's up, Philly? Now that PS Now is $1, which I did not know it was $1.
Right?
Is my entire PlayStation library devalued? No.
It's just a promotion.
It's just a promotional thing, just like Xbox did. It's now PlayStation turn. If that's your primary console and that's where you mainly game, I suggest you get the PlayStation Now. I mean, look what they got. If the majority of the titles you have not played before, I think what's wrong with starting off with $1?
I love how y'all answered this like it was a serious question.
Right. I'm just here shaking my head like.
Yeah, right.
Like,
he being messy.
Yeah. Who, me? No.
They are.
Philly, he said, I'm keeping it 100. I'm like, yo. I know he said that just to stir pot.
Yeah,
oh, man, I was being serious too, man.
Yeah, you were. You were going in.
You were really into it. Good job, though. Good job. 2 points.
All right.
ATL, welcome to the show, ATL. Question: what are you currently playing, and what would you be playing in April? We do our weekly, what we play weekly at the beginning of the show, but I guess monthly it's all over the place. But what are you gonna play starting in April, people? Starting in April.
I'm gonna try.
Is there anything special coming out? I mean, I know Outriders comes out on the 1st, but is there anything else?
They may not be out in April, but I'm trying to play It Takes Two. I'm trying to play Little Nightmares 2. Yeah. And Outriders. Did I say it right?
Yeah, you said
yes.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that as well. Because you know it's on Game Pass. Because it's on Game Pass.
That's it. That's the only reason why.
And I can play with fire.
Yeah, it's pretty. I
did drop a build in our Destiny chat, people. If that's one of the fire builds, it's called a Pyro Witch or something that the developers came up with. So that's if you want to go that way.
You can't really get too far right now. Like you're kind of capped.
Yeah.
Right now. But everything you got up to now, you start with on the 1st. So if you want to start with the same stuff, and I'm starting off heavy so that.
Yeah, I feel like I need to play some more because I think Boogie is
early
going to be killing me.
Are going to be getting killed off real quick. That new booty coming in.
It's going to be a problem.
Yep, y'all going to load in and be like, Boogie already OP.
Yeah, I feel like it is. Like I'm gonna have to go back in and do
stuff. I was just playing at the same time y'all was playing. That's what you gonna say. No. That's what LBOOGIE gonna say.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna be like, that's why y'all should have been on this shit. But I'm mad that I started playing too late because everybody already got all the legendaries, and now they basically turned the shit off because people was farming it so damn much they was getting like all the weapons in the games.
Yeah.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people imagine this is a demo, people. That demo, they are constantly updating the demo.
That's the problem, though. It carries over. If they said that it didn't carry over, people wouldn't care as much. But the fact that that's gonna be the part of the game, Like,
Yep.
I'm gonna get what I can.
It's a long demo too, if you think about it. It's a it goes to like level 7, world tier level 4 or 5.
5.
You get the whole intro level. You get to play around with the whole beginner map or whatever with like 2 or 3 story missions and then like 3 or 4 side quests. Like, it's a long demo. I've never seen a demo this long, especially not them wipe stuff afterwards. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. So anybody else got anything to report as far as what they plan in April? I know outside of Outriders, I definitely want to jump into Fallout New Vegas.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back and play all the Bethesda stuff. I don't want to get in one of those conversations like, "Have you played?" I can't have that happen. So I'm trying to.
I want to do Prey.
Prey.
Oh,
do
you want to do Prey?
I know, right? It looks so good. Like, I'm not gonna play it in daylight.
It's scary though.
I know.
Right.
I'm gonna do it in daytime. I want to do Dishonored. I want to do
Yeah, I gotta start Dishonored because
Dishonored,
it's
though.
like
Man.
with Delilah's reactions. I was like, okay, because I liked what's name, which it kind of looks like it might be similar. What's that game with the floating city?
Talking about BioShock.
Bioshock Infinite.
BioShock
Yep.
Infinite.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not. It's just,
Oh, okay.
it's not because one's a
Okay.
shooter and this one's not really. It's not really a shooter.
Okay.
You have to play it to see. Okay. All you gotta do is play the first hour and that'll tell you everything you need to know about the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna play.
Okay.
All right,
else?
we got more questions or any else thing we're planning on playing. Basically, Bethesda's what I'm playing next month. That's it.
Gotta get caught up on Bethesda, man.
Yeah.
Since they're there, just because they're there.
Abacab question: have any of you tried Octopath Traveler? Yep, we talked about that earlier.
Yes, love it.
And so, what do you think? I just downloaded it while we were during the show.
I'm actively playing it, and I absolutely love it. Definitely, as an old school RPG fan, it checks all the boxes. It's so dope. The combat is so good. It's so satisfying, and it's got just enough variety to make you feel like you don't get tired of having random battles. Like, that was always my complaint when you play those type of games, those turn-based RPGs. Is after a while the random battles get monotonous. It feels fresh every time, and I mean they did a great job of pulling that off.
All right, so we might start that sometime soon. Abacab again. What do you guys think of this new Suicide Squad trailer?
I liked it.
I liked it too. Yeah.
I did. I really did.
It's alright.
I think for me it was the cast though, because
Yeah.
a lot of the beats they had in there were like kind of meh, but the cast kind of what did it. I was like, I want to see this character doing this type of role. So yeah.
And you know who the guy with the white hair is, right?
Who was that?
The dude from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh,
I'm Mary
wow.
Poppins, y'all.
Oh wow.
Oh, what is his name?
He was in what was that movie, the zombie show? No, I can't remember.
The Walking Dead?
Walking Dead?
Yep.
No.
He was in The Walking Dead too, the early, like the first
Okay.
couple of seasons. I think he was like in the first 3 or 4
Daryl's
seasons.
brother. I
Yeah.
forgot his name.
Yes.
He
What
got
is his
shot.
name? 'Cause I hated him.
He got shot up in the field, and he cut his hand off because when he got handcuffed on top of the building, season 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude.
I remember that.
I like
Yeah.
the way you broke that down. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember they did the flashback. You're like, damn, you cut your hand off? For real?
Either that or he would have starved.
Right.
Right.
Or no, the zombies was
Abacab,
coming up.
Michael Roker. His name is Michael Roker.
All right.
Abacab said it
There
in
we
chat.
go.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, sir. Because we
So
were
that'd be
drawing a blank.
interesting. He went from Marvel to DC, like everybody,
They killed him, remember? No?
Yeah, that's true. He is done. His contract is probably done. And I think it's been a couple of years, which is probably what they put in the stipulations that got to be away from comic book movies for a few years and all that good stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
And you see they're going to have
Kinda.
the shark guy too, and he doesn't look bad. Like
Oh,
his,
thank goodness.
the
I was
CG
so
doesn't look
happy
bad.
they fixed that because I noticed that right away. I'm like, okay, this looks way
Yeah,
better.
he don't look bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the part where they show him ripping the body in half, though, I was
Oh,
like,
man.
oh my god.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be dark, which is DC. So if you're looking for, sunshines and rainbows, you're in the wrong space.
I was like,
I'm
which just
glad.
kills me. Why when you think about
Blade.
the Snyder cut? That
Oh,
is
I know.
DC is dark. Marvel
Right.
can be dark. They can't, not gonna lie, they can't, but that's not their thing. DC has always been the darker comic to me.
Yeah, like WandaVision was probably the darkest we've seen Marvel be. Because she was essentially torturing those people. You know?
This is why I'm a little bit upset about, like I mentioned, Blade, because it's like, dude, Blade is supposed to be dark. Like, what is going on? Why?
But it can be dark without being rated R.
Man, I don't think so.
Because nowadays rated R basically means that you've said fuck more than once, and that you have some nudity.
See,
so it can still be gory without being rated R. It'll be it'll be 14 or whatever. Yeah.
I think because Deadpool and stuff, but you're right. Deadpool crossed all the
like Deadpool. I was like, yo, they look like they really fucking.
I think they were. Oh my God! Did I tell you? I took my daughter to see that because I didn't really read. I just saw comics.
Okay.
I was one of those dumbass parents. But
you was.
Yeah,
but my
daughter looking right at you when it happened. Like
your kid up in here.
I blame
everybody
the
in
husband
the road was looking at CHAREECE. Like
I blame the husband too because he was there. It was like it was a family gathering, as my daughter said.
Oh my goodness,
that is hilarious for her very first sex scene. Awesome.
And like she's laughing hysterically, and I'm like, oh my God, this is what she's gonna tell her therapist. Like,
right? I didn't know what to do, so I just laughed.
Good times in that. Yeah, good times, people. Good times. He said it's gonna be on HBO Max too.
Yep, it is. It is. So I'm definitely gonna watch it in the comfort of my home.
I know, right? See, hey, I learned next time. No, I didn't, because I think I took it apart too. I was like, hey, y'all already seen first one.
No, I'm just saying, I actually like, I don't know. The only part about going out to the movie theater that I enjoyed was like going out to eat or something like that. If I can go out to eat and come or get food and come home, I'm fine with that too.
Yeah, for me, it was always about the experience of just, like you said, the concessions, and I always made it an experience. I tried to, because otherwise, what you spending your money for? Like you could do it at home now.
Yeah, because you got to set up like me.
Okay. Yeah, we know what's up. So
we got a comfy in here.
Yeah, it's a big TV, big box TV. Yeah. So,
I think that is all. Oh, yeah. Applecap just dropped it. He said King Shark is Thigh Salon. Is that for real? Is that who that is?
Really?
Really? No way.
Oh, yeah, so you guys... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, did you guys know that the guy who's playing the new Cap is Kurt Russell's son?
I did not know that. Wow.
He's like U.S. agent.
Yeah, I would say the
comic
books.
Yeah, he's playing the fake Cap, the Cap that everybody hates. But yeah,
like, oh my God, I feel so bad for him. But I
know. I'm still trying to figure out how they're going with this too. But yeah, everybody already hates him. Like,
dang, that sucks.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
But it makes
he should have.
Yeah.
He should have known better. This is all on him.
Like, what do you think was going to happen? They was just like, oh, brother.
No, boo.
Like, you don't even have powers. Get away from here.
Yeah. All right, that's all the questions, ma'am.
That's it. All right.
Yes.
Well, thanks everyone who submitted questions. We appreciate that. Let's go ahead and just jump into outros then. Yeah. You got anything else to add? If not, go ahead with your outro. I'll start with you, LBOOGIE.
All right, it's LBOOGIE0208. You guys can find me on Twitter, on Facebook Gaming, and on Twitch. We're gonna start some more Dishonored series, and I think CHAREECE has been bugging me to start. What was that? Mass Effect, and she said to start with the second one, so that one's downloaded now. And
don't do it. When you do the quiz, right? Yes, you do to start with the second one because you're gonna hate the graphics on the first one.
Okay, well. That's what I'll do.
All right, I'll go next. Thank you for everybody that came through today and listened to us talk. And thank you, chat, for being very active, which is what keeps us going. I cannot implore you enough that we love you, chat. You guys, next week is probably going to look like Final Fantasy VII Remake, man. For real.
Just don't do it. You know what? Lady. I'm gonna tell you not to do the side questions because I'm doing them myself and I should not have because I would be so much further along in this game. But you have to because it's the only way you get certain material.
Dang.
we just gonna be poaching out. You already know. Anyway,
And why didn't they just call it material?
I don't know. It's material. For the longest time, I'm like, am I saying this right? Like, is this supposed to be material? Right. I'm like, but no, it's materia. And it's spelled weird too. I think.
Man, that's Final Fantasy, man. Come on now.
Just go with it.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like next week. Special announcement, hopefully on Monday, about some things I can't say right now, but hopefully I will say more next week. You can check me at lady_infamous415 on Twitch. I got a giveaway. I got some headphones. I got a webcam and some other goodies. 2 weeks coming up, we'll give that away. And you can check me at my side piece, aka Twitter, Lady Infamous 415. And just thank you so much for supporting us individually as well as a team. We really, really appreciate it.
All right, and it's your girl here, CHAREECE. I will actually play some Coda game this weekend and next week. But yes, thank y'all for coming and hang with us. Y'all have been awesome. We love y'all much. Thank y'all for getting us that 1,000 followers. That was awesome. I kind of celebrated. Sure. But yes, y'all be good this weekend. Tell somebody you love them. Make sure to wash your hands. Make sure to wear your mask until we get done with all this. And we'll see you next week.
Yep. You all know you can catch me on Twitter, DELILAH_HD. And thank you all for listening. We appreciate y'all. And see y'all next week. Peace.